I got to embarrass myself in front of my FF14 static the other day in a very Alex way that I hope you'll indulge briefly.
Boy, that's like a 1-2 punch.
Yeah, we were signing off. We had just finished up, and I knew that one of our members was moving over the weekend.
I'm moving. Sorry, I don't have my drops working today. I got to play that.
Got to do them manually. Oh, yeah. No. He's moving. But he was also saying earlier in the chat that he was having some problems with his lower back. And I've been there. I know how bad that is. And I wanted to reassure him. And I think the normal thing to say when you sign off would be, hey, good raid.
Good back to you.
Hey, good back to you. No, the normal thing would be to say, hey, be careful moving. Don't pull your back.
Yeah.
See you next week. Take a guess what I said.
Well, if it wasn't good back to you, I guess.
I wish.
Yeah.
No, it was good raid. Watch your back.
Okay. That's pretty close. I was pretty close.
No, it's a threat. That's a threat. That's
no, that's good though.
No, that's a threat. That's not.
Watch your back. Watch your back.
Yeah, and then I think I'm the most awkward one in the raid group, and I think people understand what I mean when I say things out loud. So I like to think that.
Take care. See you later. I'm going to stab you.
No. What did you mean to say?
No, I meant. Dang it.
Ow.
I meant in the intercourse way. Darn it. Jeez.
Oh.
Yeah, you really don't want to embarrass yourself in front of a group of MMO players. I know they're your friends anyway, but still.
They're nice. I wanted to go to FanFest this year, and I accidentally bought tickets to FNAF Fest. So.
Ooh, that's still, boy, yeah.
Yeah. Now I got to play like a handful of those games. Because I mean, like I have to go. I bought the tickets.
Yeah, and watch both movies and all that stuff.
Do
you think that's stinkier than FF14 FanFest?
Probably about the same.
No more whoppers. Welcome to the show, everybody. My name is Ray Barnhold, Dollar Admiral, and with me, as always, the Frank Fontana to my Murphy Brown, Alex Fraioli.
How you doing? I don't think I get that.
I know you did not watch that show.
Wait, was Frank Fontana the lounge singer in the holodeck on Deep Space Nine that Bashir was in love with?
No, Alex. The reference was to another character on the sitcom Murphy Brown.
Shit! I only know it as Murphy Chairo. But all right.
Jesus Christ.
How we doing?
How'd they translate that on the Japanese Seinfeld, by the way? Did they even have that scene? Tonari no Seinfeld. How'd they tackle that?
I don't know. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The subtitle was just Kramer's on the show about the unwed mother.
It's already bad enough the Japanese watching a rather, cerebral, in some ways, American sitcom, only to have them get a reference to another American sitcom that they'd never seen. Man, oh man.
Well, you see that on Japanese TV as well. Like I'll see a celebrity make a cameo on something and the crowd will go nuts and I'm just like, I don't know. I'm looking around the room. Anybody? I got nothing.
The crowd will go nuts anyway.
That's true. That's what they do.
Yeah. Well, Alex, how's it going?
Hi. Great. How you doing?
Not too bad. I just got back from the Cherry Blossom Festival.
Ooh, how'd you do? In
beautiful, overcast Cupertino, California.
Oh, fun.
It was a bit underwhelming, but the boys got to get out and enjoy stuff, so that was all right. Got to have a little bit of fun.
Yeah, they get to get in touch with some Japanese culture.
A little bit of weekend fun is fine. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, as a treat, yes.
Pretty much. I'm just getting jaded about these town festivals that end up just being kind of the same thing over and over. We went to a lot of these over the holiday last year because my wife was obligated to entertain her parents as they're staying here. And just going to all the different towns in the Bay Area that have some sort of festival or celebration or some community event where they just take over one of the parks and there's a bunch of like little overhang tents, with a desk dedicated to some random business, either relevant or irrelevant to the event. You might have for example, the Cherry Blossom Festival. A lot of people are selling their like fan art trinkets. They'll make Pokemon keychains or something, off-model Pokemon keychains, things of that nature.
Sure. Yeah, it's Meryl.
Hatsune Miku tote bags. But then there's also like the credit union. Come and talk about the credit union.
Wait, is there also credit union fan art?
No, they don't have anything related to Japanese culture. Nothing of the sort. It's just the credit union. There's
Furikomi-chan.
There's Cutco knives. You can get suckered by Cutco.
Gotta be Cutco fan art.
And then, like the Anderson window repair company, another sort of scam.
Oh.
And then, some food trucks, some food stands, and then the like community presentations, the high school does their dance troupe come and do a dance. There was a youth karate demonstration. Some dancing going on.
Who was it? I don't remember if I heard this on a podcast or if this is someone I knew growing up, but someone told me that like during that's where we are now.
That's where
I am culturally is my own memories have become intermingled with some shit I heard on a podcast. But like I remember hearing a story of someone who went to go see the original Power Rangers movie in '93 or whenever. And during the previews, or before the preview started, like as people were filing into the theater, a local karate school was just up front doing demonstrations, trying to recruit kids who came to see the Power Rangers movie.
Wow, yeah.
I don't remember if I heard about that or if that was somebody that I knew,
or if it was you,
if it was me. Yeah, that's I had like a Jason Bourne origin where I forgot that I learned karate in a movie theater.
Right. Yes.
That's what he did, right?
I guess so. I haven't seen those movies.
All right.
Sorry. Yeah, 95 was the Power Rangers movie. I was thinking about the Power Rangers movie recently because of the fact that I think it was the last Happy Meal I ever had as a child.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it's...
What was the toy?
Well, I don't think the toy like turned me off or anything. It was just the fact that I was decided I was
turned
too
you
old.
On.
It was the Yellow Ranger.
All right.
I don't think she didn't really do anything for me, but no, it was yeah, it was whatever the Yellow Ranger toy was. But no, it's like after that, I was like already nearly 12, if not already 12.
You're practically a man.
Yeah, and it felt like I was too old for Power Rangers already at that point. But I'd started getting into it a little late, and so I was like, yeah, okay. So I went and watched the movie when that was new, and then I got the Happy Meal. And that's like the last Happy Meal
discovered Sense Around.
I remember getting when I was new.
All right.
And since then, my son's had a couple of Happy Meals. And I might get him another one tomorrow. Don't tell anybody.
That's exciting.
Get one of those Mario toys. We'll talk about Mario Galaxy in a bit. But
that's right.
So yeah, we went to the Cherry Blossom Festival, then to dinner, had some teishoku for dinner.
Great. What'd you have?
I had just like a bento box, a general sort of mix of things because I wasn't that hungry. So some small plates to have. That was quite good.
Cool.
And I was already tired and had to come home and put the kids in bath and then to bed, and here I am.
All right. Bed, Bath, and Beyond, we call it.
Yeah, exactly. You're the Beyond.
I guess Bath, Bed, and Beyond, yeah. Man, I just bought a new mouse the other day, and you'll forgive me if you can hear my clicking. Because I have as we've discussed, I have a overly sensitive microphone. You can't say anything around this asshole. And what that means
now
is...
there's two of you I have to deal with.
Oh, mean. Now when I click mute on Voice Meter, if I have to cough or something, you probably hear the click, and it's driving me insane. We'll deal with it.
I haven't heard
Look,
anything
you're
yet.
editing. I need you to edit it out.
No, I think it's fine. Maybe the compression will neutralize it when we ship our show.
That's not what compression does.
Kind of.
All
it
right.
Kind of does for certain things.
I went out for a very lovely lunch yesterday with the Malik brothers, who are some fans of the show. Alex, Nick, and their brother Michael.
Remy Malik, Mr. Robot.
Yes, yeah, they're related, I'm sure. We went out for a nice pasta. We went shopping in Osu. We had a great time. Saw Earthbound for 399,000 yen, complete inbox in Meikoya, which is very weird to see that in Japan.
Yeah, at Meikoya too, which is
Yeah.
like what are they doing with it?
I don't know. I did notice like prices are just up across the like. I think that
Yeah,
video
sure.
games have spiked again because even the stuff in Super Potato was beyond what it was a year or two ago. It's I don't know if this is like. I mean, I'm sure a lot of that Middle East oil was used to create retro games. I guess is that why the prices are skyrocketing?
Yeah. Fossil fuels behind our favorite cartridges. I'm sure Meikoya, which for anyone who doesn't know, is like the secondary retro game shop in Osu, or else you can just go to Super Potato if you really want.
Yeah, or K House. I think K House is probably better.
Oh yeah, K House. I just know Meikoya because it's the one on the strip, or on the way to the strip. The one I have more memories attached to, let's say that. Anyway, I'm sure what they do is they follow Super Potato to some degree.
Yeah.
You mentioned the oil prices, but maybe it's just like gas stations, You kind of want to be in lockstep with the other guy, sort of. You don't want to undercut too much yourself.
We call it the potato index.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Super Potato index?
It was a simpler time before Super Potato muscled its way into the block because
I bet.
Right around before I opened the bar, it was just Meikoya, K House, and back then Mandarake also sold retro games.
Oh yeah, I guess I was there before Super Potato opened.
I guess they phased it out.
Because I do remember, I went to Meikoya and got Kirby's Tilt and Tumble for like 300 yen or something. I was like, wow.
TNT!
Games really are cheap over here. And now it's on Switch and you can play it perfectly fine.
I did a lot of comparison shopping in Osu when I opened the bar. I was on the hunt for Akumajo Densetsu, and I found it at Mandarake for like 9,000 yen, Meikoya for 8,000 yen, K House for 5,600 yen.
Right.
No contest.
Well, Mandarake, they, as far as I know, they always have things like pretty good condition and like cased.
Sure.
Right? As far as I remember. Most of their stuff is like in a case.
They do now?
Okay.
They used to have it loose. My memory of failing to buy something from Mandarake was I went in, they just had a loose bin of Famicom carts.
Yeah,
and
they always have that. But the majority of it is like collectible quality.
Well, all the stuff now is collectible. They don't like it used to be a place where you could go in and be like, I own a Famicom. I want to play a fun, quirky game this weekend. Like now it's collectibles only. It's not really stuff that you'd bring home to play, okay. I don't think. I remember trying to buy a copy of Super C.
For your vitamin C.
Yeah, because my citrus intake was way down. And I found one. I found a copy of Super C at Mandarake for, I think they left off a $0 because it was like dirt cheap. And I'm like, that's like sub 1,000 yen. I'm like, it's not supposed to be that. And then I went to Meikoya and K House and I compared it with them, which had it for like 7,000 or 8,000 yen. And I immediately hauled ass back to Mandarake, by which time it was long gone.
Really? Jeez.
The game, not the building. Yeah.
The same day? Within an hour?
Yeah, same day. It was like an hour later.
Jesus Christ.
Because that's what I used to do when I bought games for the bar was I would have a loop. I'd have a routine. I would start at one store. I'd write down all the games I wanted and the prices, and I would just do that for every store. Then I would sit down at lunch, and I would make a list of who has what the cheapest, and then after lunch, I'd go buy them.
People are jackals,
Yes, like the game.
Yes, and that's also too much. All these Konami classics. Oh, boy. Well, we wish Meikoya well, as we do all gougy retro game stores.
I don't wish them well at all.
Alex, I got an update.
What's that?
I got a new phone, and it's a lot like your phone in the fact that it has an E in the name. We're E brothers.
Oh.
I got the newest iPhone 17e.
We also both took ecstasy before this show.
Yes, and I'm high as a fucking kite. But, yes, I got a new phone. The 13 mini was finally bothering me as far as, performance goes. And I had to suck it up and be like, all right, fine. Let's go back to the bigger, normal, new standard size phones. Fine, I'll deal with it. So I got the stupid cheap phone. That is the cheapest list price phone now that Apple has. And last year they had the iPhone 16e, and that did not have the magnetic charging, and I needed that because all of my chargers at home are the MagSafe ones. And so this year they made the new one and put the MagSafe back in, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll bite. And here we are.
So how you liking it?
It's all right. Here's the thing.
It's a telephone.
It doesn't matter anymore. We are just...
Yeah.
The iPhone is nearly 20 years old now, and it has been a part of our lives, ingrained, in fact, for so long that it just doesn't even matter anymore. They are just round rectangles that you carry around. I'll say this, though. This is the first time I got a white one.
Ooh, yes.
I got a white one for the first time.
Fancy.
It just seemed right. Because I guess all their photos on the website showed the white one first. So I was like, okay, fine. Default is white. So I went with that. And it is perfectly fine. I can play Resident Evil 4 Remake on it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they got all those on iOS now.
For real?
Yeah, for realsies.
Okay.
RE2, 3, 4, and 7. Maybe not 7, but Village as well.
That's wild.
Yeah. I think Apple just drove a dump truck full of money up to Capcom's house and was just like, all right, sure.
What a time to be alive.
They do that sometimes. And all I can think is that, well, it must have helped them make the Switch 2 ports because those came out very fast. Those were ready to go when the Switch 2 came out. Plus Requiem.
Why did they call it IO hazard?
Well, that would be if, like, you unplugged a USB cable that was still running, a USB device. Okay, yeah. Then you'd get an IO hazard. And you might blue screen.
Right.
Not on Mac, of course. I don't mean to imply that a Mac would ever crash. But, yes.
We'll have plenty of OS talk later, folks. Don't worry.
Plenty of these fucking phones crash and give me shit. I actually, this thing is already pissing me off because it is having trouble reconnecting to my earbuds and then to the car. And
fun.
It worked fine out of the box when I reset it up, and then yesterday and today it started not doing that. And I was just like, okay, great, fine, fuck you. But yeah, no other than that, we're doing good.
I don't know what's going on. Like, I bought this 16E my last trip to America.
Oh, you did get the 16E. Okay, I thought you were still the older one, the SE one.
No, yeah.
Okay, yeah,
I got the 16E November.
Yeah.
I don't know if the battery just sucks in those or if mine is dying earlier than usual for Apple products, but it's like I charge it overnight and then I wake up and I go about my morning and I glance over at my phone right now, 47% battery. What? Why? What was I doing? What did I do? What did I do to go from fully charged to 47%?
Okay. Did you do the due diligence? Did you check the health? What's the capacity on it?
Yeah, it says normal.
Normal 100%?
Yes.
Okay, then you must got some app draining it, I imagine.
I thought so. So I checked the apps I have going, and there was nothing extraneous that would explain that.
You're not scrolling through TikTok all day?
No, I don't have TikTok on my telephone.
Everybody does.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're in Asia. I guess it'd be Douyin.
The hell is that?
That's the Chinese one. That's a joke.
Oh.
Well, fine. Okay. I don't know.
Well, we'll figure it out. I'm sure there's something. I have a earthquake. Like I have a disaster app that's always running in the background, like an earthquake early warning thing.
Right.
But like, is that it? I have that set to constantly refresh because I need it to.
Yeah.
But like, is
that's
that alone?
Okay, so you know the thing they call background app refresh.
Yeah.
It's not. I feel this is not like a real pro tip or anything, but I feel that like you can turn it off on most things and it won't make a big difference. Because I also went through the same thing on this phone, Alex. I went through a similar thing where I was like, you know what, this thing seems to be draining as much as it did on the last phone. And I figured the big culprit was this Ford app I have for my car because you can use your phone as a key and it just like constantly is refreshing. And I was like, okay, well, I'll go back into the background app refresh and I'll look at this settings for everything that has background app refresh. And most of this just doesn't matter. Like, what do I need most of this background app refresh for? and I even turned it off. Did I turn? Yeah, I turned it off on the Ford one, and I go back to the battery thing, and it's still showing activity from the Ford app during the day.
Why?
Not
All
the
right.
same level of activity, I guess, so maybe that's okay. But it's still like, it didn't make a difference whether or not I turned off background app refresh. So it must be like some sort of misnomer, another thing that Apple needs to explain. And I would just try it and see if that makes a difference for you.
Okay. I mean, is it possible that fix or repair daily also applies to the application?
You know what? You might be right.
Okay.
The car's pissing me off too.
Oh no. I've
Car
always
has
thought
its
that was
own unique problem.
the dumbest fucking fake acronym, because those are just synonyms.
Right.
Okay, so I'm either going to have to fix it every day or repair it every day. Wow, one of those is way more expensive than the other. Cool.
Now, what is Chevrolet an acronym for?
Oh, can horses even vie? Really? Oh, let's enjoy
Tarragon.
transatlantic flight.
Okay.
Fuck. That was they were selling automobiles to people who were really still on the horse system.
Right.
Back in
Yes,
the day.
exactly. I knew I could count on you for that. Thank you.
I'm here to help. Fix it again, Tony. All right. So what's been going on with you?
Well, very little usually with me, but at the beginning of the month, as I believe I intimated last episode, I went and took my son to go see the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
Oh, right. There was a Galaxy movie.
That's right. It was his first time in the movie theater. I took him, but Mom and Dad both went. I was just, had it in my head that maybe I would just be the one going. That was a silly thought because, of course, my wife went too. So I went to the movie theater. I was hesitant as to how he would react to the whole experience. Now, what I did do is the day before we watched the first Super Mario movie.
Yeah, you got to catch up on the lore.
Yes, actually, it did help him a little bit. He did have a newfound appreciation for it. Just to see how he would deal with a movie. Just sitting still for a long time, watching a movie, even at home. How did that go? Pretty well at home. So, okay. But I was worried about like him being in a dark place with a loud movie going. Not that we were right up front or anything, but still. He might have a funny reaction to some stuff, and maybe there would be a trailer that would freak him out. I don't know. Well,
I don't think they're running red band trailers before Super Mario Galaxy.
No, Alex, you don't know when some monster might appear that, is in a kid or family friendly movie and,
Yeah, that's true.
Something happened.
Right? I had to be taken crying out of Ghostbusters because of the library ghost. Granted, that's not a kid's movie, but
I mean, I did also have kind of a feeling, oh boy, are they going to show the new Spider-Man trailer?
Uh-oh.
No, they didn't. But anyway, yeah, long story short, he sat through pretty much the entire thing with no incident.
Cool.
He had to go pee once, but it was late in the movie during a lull, during a time where it was like nothing was going on. So neither he nor I missed anything.
Okay.
And yeah, he enjoyed it quite a bit.
Good.
So did some of the other kids in the theater. Some of the other kids in the theater immediately yelled Yoshi before Yoshi even appeared fully on screen. And I was like, God damn it. Just let my kid have this. But no, he was already into Yoshi, or Oshi as he calls him. And
Oshi.
He enjoyed that as well. Had no idea who Fox McCloud was, but let's get into that. So yeah, I mean, that experience was great. That was fine. I can feel confident taking him to another movie should that ever happen. You like the movie. And you know what? My thoughts on the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
Super Galaxy.
Super Galaxy Osborne. If anyone listening to the show long enough remembers, I was kind of lukewarm, leaning towards positive on the first movie. I thought it was fine. It was obviously not that great as an adult, some cringy things, but whatever. I wasn't like thinking it was a insult to animated feature films or anything. I went into this new one and I thought it was an improvement. And I
Really?
think it was an improvement for the same reason that I think the mainstream critics felt that they were like Shigeru Miyamoto cut them off on the highway and they got so incensed and road rage filled that they treated this entire thing like they had to kill him.
Wow.
And that reason is the main reason. It is actually full of more game accurate things. There are more sequences and scenes that are pulled more from the video games. And that I think is a positive because that is what you should be doing with a video game adaptation in film. Because it is gratifying. It gives the audience what they want. Now, I don't mean you need to fill it with references and all that, but you just give a few things that people go, oh yes, of course. This is based on a game. And I remember this thing from the game. And yeah, that's basically it. There's a few scenes that they're just pulled more from the games instead of like the first movie where it was like scenes that are similar to things that happen in the games, but not entirely. You know, there's a Mario Kart sequence and stuff, but there's not like a full thing that's exactly like Mario Kart or whatever. Different in the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Second, more minor reason I thought it was an improvement is that this is more of a natural thing when you think about the sequel being a different story from the first one. There was none of that Mario and Luigi are plumbers from Brooklyn crap.
Oh, good. Okay.
And I complained about that before because that seemed like the only origin story we can come up for the Super Mario Brothers. And I was just like, do we have to do it? Well, no. For this one, that's all gone. There's really only like one tiny flashback to New York when we meet Yoshi because Yoshi explains how he got there.
So wait, have they just moved to the Mushroom Kingdom?
Yeah. Well,
what about their families?
They're cool with it.
All right.
I'm sure his mom was broken up about it, Yeah.
Yeah.
Italian
when
mom.
When are you coming back?
Yeah.
Oh, Mom, just going to the Mushroom Kingdom to be an English teacher for a couple of years. I'll be back soon.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure she couldn't take it. She wanted her boys to be at home forever.
Oh.
Mamma mia. No, we knew that from the end of the movie, the first movie, that, they just ended up moving in to the Mushroom Kingdom.
Moving on up.
Yeah. And at the beginning of the movie, we just see them as like, for hire heroes, I guess. They go to that
all right.
desert kingdom from Super Mario Odyssey at the beginning. And
oh, sure.
Here to check out a disturbance that turns out to be Yoshi. And we saw that in the trailer, so whatever.
Disturbance?
Yes.
I love it. Imagining like Mario's got his own Avengers HQ and somebody at a console turns back and like, Mario, there's been a disturbance in the desert. You'd better check it out. Oh, boy.
Well, they didn't see the lead up to that, but it's probably similar. There's some good gadgetry in Princess's Castle.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that was a positive as far as that, because they didn't like dive into that lore too much. I didn't mind the Brooklyn stuff when it was the parents. That parent scene in the first movie was really good. I like that. The family scene. Anyway,
the dinner you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, that was fine.
Early in the.
I like that.
That was a fun one. But just the general thing of like, Mario and Luigi are plumbers from Brooklyn who get sucked into the Mushroom Kingdom. I'm like, I know this. We've been doing this for 30 years.
Yeah, right? So it's like we don't need the Spider-Man origin story every movie. We know it.
Yeah. Those are pretty much like the two main reasons I thought it was better. And yes. And yeah, it doesn't waste any time needing to be any more than it is, which is a Super Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah.
Just put in a lot of good, accurate things based on the games, and I think you're fine. And in fact, like, just a lot of the Mario weirdness really helps this be like a unique couple of animated movies. I mean, there is this scene in later in the movie, there's like a Bowser Land, and you see a roller coaster of Koopa Troopas purposefully shuttle into lava and come out as Dry Bones Koopas. And that is just like such insane imagery that I don't even think Illumination, who made the movie, would put that in a Minions movie, for Lord's sake. I mean, just weird Mario stuff, you know what I mean? That they had fun with, and they just put in the movie, and you don't see that in a lot of other cartoon movies. So, of course, injecting some of that
It
funny
is
Mario
very
stuff in it.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, it is very like old, like in black and white Popeye cartoons where he would like
Yeah.
punch a cow and it would come into the air and it would sail back down as like a meat counter.
Yeah.
You know,
You
it's
think
pretty good.
about the old refrain of people going looking at Mario games and go, "What were they on when they made this? He eats mushrooms. Look at that. I think something's going on with those guys in Japan. They're smoking a bottle of doobie." And
They're smoking mushroom doobies.
yes,
Uh,
whatever.
guy who's never seen a drugs
The point
in
being,
his life.
those Japanese people are high, and
Yeah.
you just you kind of get that coming to the big screen. And I think a lot of people
Fun.
can't deal with it who have been treating movies as serious cinema for so long. And so,
Yeah, it's like, it's Mario. Like, what the fuck do you want?
yeah.
Are you waiting for like an Oscar bait soliloquy? What are you waiting for? What are you
Yeah.
looking for?
I think I joked about it last time where it's just like, no, you're not going to get like the Studio Ghibli version of Mario. That's not how it works. We're not going to get the heartfelt story about the Mario Brothers from Brooklyn. It's a fucking video game. That's really what it all comes down to.
It's a video game primarily for kids being adapted into a movie primarily for kids.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
Yeah. But yeah, I would see a lot of those inflammatory reviews that came out that first week. I didn't treat any of them seriously. However, my first thought was like, oh man, the mainstream media is no closer to treating video games with respect.
Well, Raymond, the thing you don't understand is we've come a long way since Pong.
I know, right? And by the way, did you know that video games make more money than the movies do? Billions and billions.
I remember reading that in like Game Players magazine in 1999. It's been true for a while.
It's been true since Mario's been around, basically.
Holy shit.
Yes, they still bring that up, and they still just like, yeah, every mainstream outlet, every way you can get a mainstream news story just has no fucking clue what a video game is still.
Love it.
It's baffling. It has baffled me since I was a child. It still does, because it's extra baffling now because it's been so long. And like, we're all grown up.
I like to think that we're better about it as a culture. I think that there are more nerds in these positions.
Yeah.
But it does still creep in, which does make it bizarre.
No, I mean, yeah, as a culture, people are more aware of games, for sure.
Yeah.
And it is definitely more popular. But I'm talking specifically about mainstream news reporting and articles that are just treating games as if it's still this alien thing.
The only reason that a movie like this can be done or has to be done now is because now that the generation has shifted, you've got all of the parents who knew Mario as kids bringing their kids. You know,
Yes.
That's how you've hooked another generation. That's
Guilty
what you want.
as charged.
There you go.
Yes. And so my son, who enjoyed the movies, both of the movies, went back home and loaded up my Plex and would just repeat the first 3 minutes of the first movie over and over and over.
All right.
I'm still not sure he's seen more than the first 15 minutes yet, other than the first time
3
we watched
minutes?
it. Just the intro. Well, first of all, there's the Illumination ident with the minions in the Mario Kart. And for a little while there, he was laughing uproariously at that.
Cool.
He got over that, though. But then he would just watch the intro where Bowser's ship comes to the Penguin Land and like blows them up or whatever. And then that goes in the intro with where we meet the Mario Brothers. And then he just kind of
the Mario Brothers
drags the Seek back to the beginning and watches it again.
Cool.
So I've had to hear that Super Mario Brothers Super Show rap more times than I can care to admit. And that's including my childhood.
Wow.
And so, yeah, he enjoyed the movie. He enjoyed Yoshi. We went back home. He's been playing Super Mario World.
Nice.
I had that cartridge from you.
Yeah.
And so we played that on the
Father,
CRT
why is
zone.
it caked in nicotine?
No, it's okay. I replaced the back shell. It doesn't.
Oh,
It's
good.
not as yellow anymore.
Okay.
And yeah, it's not like we've been buying him a bunch of Yoshi toys or anything like that. Certainly not the $50 Yoshi popcorn bucket.
Oh my God.
Which I've now seen 2 articles on Japanese sites. Like Famitsu and Game Watch had an article about the I think it's like 6,900 yen or something.
Oh,
Popcorn
good
bucket.
Lord.
Yeah, it's just very big is the thing. It's just him sitting down holding an egg, and then the egg opens down. It has like a pull down door that you can partake of your popcorn. Whatever.
Wait, what? Like Yoshi is birthing the popcorn?
No, he's sitting. He's supposed to be sitting behind an egg.
Oh.
Sorry if I said in front, but no,
Okay.
He's sitting behind an egg, holding it.
So this Yoshi does not have a visible cloaca. Do dinosaurs have cloaca?
Turns out, yes.
All right.
And you can see it in the Super Mario Galaxy movie now in theaters.
You were paid to say that.
Oh, wait. No. Okay. So one thing
Hi.
I do want to mention, the Mario and Luigi are plumbers from Brooklyn thing, the thing that was used in the cartoons and in the previous 1993 movie. I can't believe they brought back another thing from the 1993 movie.
What?
I don't know if you ever saw the trailer for Galaxy, Alex.
No.
There's a look at it. They bring it back in this movie. Can you guess what it is? Not Yoshi. Yoshi's in that movie.
Oh, this. Did they put the Super Scope in the first movie? Is it that? Yes.
They brought back the Devo gun, which is a Super Scope. And it does in fact work the exact same way.
Cool.
Can't believe it. The only thing they didn't bring back from that movie was the Twin Towers.
Why not?
But why not? Yeah, I wonder why. Alex, I have some bad news.
What? What's going on? I've been asleep since 2000.
Okay, very funny. Come on.
Well, that sounds like fun. It sounds like you had a very nice afternoon.
It's an all right movie.
All right. Yeah, I've heard from I recently got reacquainted with a friend of ours from the old IRC days. Mm-hmm. She found my latest YouTube video. Hi, Nicole. And I think she had the same thing to say about the Mario movie. That it's great. It's fine. It's better than the first one. It's and this kind of goes against everything I had seen, and I guess you had seen on social media of people just hating on it for. It's so vapid. It's really not paying any respect to Mario. And I have to take those kinds of impressions with a humongous grain of salt because what did you expect? What did you think was going to happen? It's a CG Mario movie. Like it couldn't just be fun. And I think it sounds like it was fun. And I think that's not enough for you for some reason.
No, well, there's always people with their predispositions and they need their bias confirmed. And so when those first early reviews came out from like the cranky British film reviewers who, called it a fucking affront to humanity and worse than AI and stuff like that. Like people on social media and message boards and stuff revel in that stuff. And so I did see something in the thread about it on Reset Era. And I'm not calling out Reset Era. I'm just saying I went there. There was the multi-page thread about the movie and everything as the reviews were coming in. I clicked on it. At the top of the newest page was a post of someone saying, "I'm glad this is getting trashed. Nintendo needs to learn to care." I'm like,
they're making money hand over fist, you fucking dolts. Right. There's nothing else to care about. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
You just like being mad.
Good Lord.
And
yeah.
That's basically what
nerds love to be mad. It's kind of their whole deal.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Not just nerds, normal people in average society.
Oh, well, also that.
Loving it.
Rage culture is all the rage?
And loving it.
All
right, that's enough on that. Just the key thing to take away is that my son was a good boy.
Good. That is good to hear. You'll love to hear it. Kids behaving in theaters. We need more of it. Mm-hmm. Raymond, it's FF14 Fan Fest season, and you know what that means.
All right. I'll be
come back.
Elsewhere.
Get back. No, Raymond, come back. There's not a whole lot for me to say about FanFest because I'm not there, but looking at the news that's coming out, they have already unveiled...
Do you want to go there?
I would love to go there. Boy, is it too late to register for the one in Tokyo? Because that might be fun. I don't know.
New Patreon goal? Send Alex to FanFest?
That would be great. I think we all remember how forlorn I was when they announced a FanFest for Nagoya, of all places. And then as soon as the pandemic happened, they canceled it, and it was never rescheduled.
I don't recall that.
Yeah,
Ugh.
they scheduled the 2020 FanFest was scheduled for Nagoya, and I'm like, oh, that fucking rules. I'm going to go. And then pandemic happened. They canceled it. And then for the 2021 or 22 FanFest, whichever the next one was, it was like, Yokohama. Like, hey, wait a minute.
What
happened to me?
Come on.
I mean, it's not a big deal. It's Japan. It's not a huge country. I can go to any FanFest in the country. But also, like, I don't want to have to take a train and get a hotel, and that costs money. And I don't, that's something I'd rather not spend money on. But
I mean, at least they did a do-over on the Olympics. They could do that for fucking FF14 FanFest. Come on.
I got to ask Yoshi P about this.
Jesus Christ.
So, FanFest looks like it's a lot of fun. They've announced the title for the next expansion, which is Evercold. They dropped a trailer.
Yes. Do you think they named it that because Microsoft canceled Everwild?
I do now. You just swap out 2 letters. It's the same name. Yeah. Wow.
Well, we don't have to risk confusing that anymore.
Yeah. It looks like the setting is we're going to a cold world, which I'm all about.
Really?
Yes. I like the timing of these expansions because Dawn Trail, as we all remember, was the anime Summer Beach episode, and that came out in June or July, right on the cusp. It was a perfect summer game. Endwalker before that came out in winter and also had a major cold area. When you head up north to the Empire, that was kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to another chill, cold experience. I'm going to get nestled in my office. I consider FF14 expansions now to be, they take the place of what Final Fantasy mainline installments used to be. I used to get excited months or even years ahead of new Final Fantasy installments, and then after 13, I fell off the series and kind of got back into my cycle of excitement.
Right, which isn't your fault. Because now they take 9 fucking years between numbered installments.
It's also why I've fallen off, I think, we talked about this last episode, but how I've sort of fallen off Dragon Quest as well, because it's just been so long since 11. It's the same sensation of logging back into of playing Animal Crossing again after you've taken a break for months or years and being like, why was I so into this? Like, because in the moment it's fun, but once you put some distance between you and the experience, you're kind of able to look at it a little more objectively and be like,
I think we're just in our 40s.
I think that is
a huge contributing factor as well.
We entered our 40s in the period between Dragon Quest installments, where I was in my mid to late 30s when the last one came out. And now I'm in my early 40s, and I'm like, oh, maybe I don't need to get excited about this. Here's what I am excited for: Final Fantasy 14, because I like what's on display.
Everwild,
Evercold. God damn it! Not to be confused with a Foo Fighters song. They've shown off evolved jobs. Yoshi P called them evolved jobs. The game has come under some criticism in the past couple of years for kind of getting stale. People are tired of the gear treadmill, so to speak, the way that Savage works and the battle system.
A gear treadmill, kind of an inevitability in an MMO, from my observation,
Yes.
Like, a lot of them go through that.
Yeah, I think that those criticisms come primarily from people who preferred 11's system, where it's not so much a gear treadmill as there's just dozens upon dozens of pieces that you have to collect for optimization, and they're different for every job. Because FF11 had a gear swapping on the fly, which you need situationally to get the most out of your job and your abilities. That kind of, I feel like that sort of approach it's kind of evergreen if you're talking about MMOs, because there's always something to grind. There's always an item somewhere that's going to increase your damage by 0.01% when you use a specific element of weapon skill. And well, you got to go grind it. And I like
need
that
0.01%.
Yeah, I like that.
My
but
life is incomplete.
And this was kind of the focus of that FF11, FF14 video that I made. But like the main difference between the games, as far as I'm concerned, is that FF11 is sort of a celebration of very slow, like incremental improvement and remembering things from the past and taking it all with you. Whereas FF14 is constantly changing and moving and on the grow, and that there are completely different experiences for that reason. And I like the Savage cycle. I like the quote unquote gear treadmill of 14 because we're constantly getting new challenges. And that's kind of what I like about it. I don't mind that we just have to replace that gear every few months. It's fun to grind it with other people. In my experience, it's fun to learn and to do those fights together, and to get better. And I like the way that they are addressing the concerns about the battle system, specifically the what they call the 2-minute meta. The way the game works, everybody has abilities on a 2-minute cooldown, and that's typically a burst phase. Like that's when all your strong stuff goes out, when everybody's 2 minutes are active, because they include party buffs. Like Bard has a 2-minute buff that you buff the whole party, you raise attack. Dancer has one for whoever the dance partner is, and they're all on the same 2-minute rotation. So every high-end fight operates on this 2-minute meta. And they are completely scrapping that. They're completely throwing it out the window. And I am totally okay with that because I was never good at remembering to line my my abilities up with party buffs. If I was really concentrating, I could hit the potion window because like you have to use a potion during. That's the most that my brain can handle is like use item, be strong, hit harder. I can do that every 5 minutes.
Do good.
Yeah, I devolve into a caveman samurai, which is kind of how I prefer to play. It's why I gravitate towards melee types in any game. Like if I can make my own character, like anytime I play something like Diablo, I always go for classes, not no magic, but like less magic. Like I like Necromancer in Diablo 2, for example. I Phantasy Star.
Me too. High five.
Yes. High five.
Yay.
Like every time I make a PSO character, I don't think I've ever made a pure force character in PSO. It's always like a hunter or a ranged. Because I hate having to worry about.
I think me too.
And yeah, it's an extra thing. I'm very unga bunga when it comes to video games. That's why I play Samurai.
Finally, we have something in common.
Yes. Well, wait. Don't we both have a kiwi allergy?
Yes, we can't stand New Zealanders.
Thank you, mate. I guess that covers a lot of ground. So what they're doing with Evolved Jobs is, and I've been wanting this. I've been like wishing for this for years. I think ever since.
Is it like Pokemon Mega Evolutions?
No, I mean it would be cool if I could just be humongous. Like I'm just the only 20-foot tall.
I know.
The only 20-foot tall character on the screen.
Look closer, Lenny.
Oh, I wish. No, they're like consolidating combos into one button. Whereas like instead of having to put 3 buttons on your combo to do a rotation, it's just one button now that changes when it's active. And it's been implemented in other ways in the game. Like there's a couple of main scenario quests where you play as other characters, and they have that on their hotbar. It's just a 1, 2, 3 on one button. And I believe that's how PvP also works. I don't do PvP, but I think that's also how that works, is all those moves are just condensed to one button, which is very convenient. And every time I see PvP, I'm like, why can't we do that like in the regular ass game? I've been wanting that for years, and we're finally getting it.
Yeah.
It's fun. I'm very excited about these changes.
Anything to make the experience more comfortable.
Yes. Oh boy.
They said that a lot at Wargaming when some new feature for World of Tanks or some shit came out. Those weirdos who have English as their second language would always say it's more comfortable. Game is more comfortable now.
We want to make this tank as plush as possible.
Yeah.
So that's most of the big. Also very excited about the new Kefka ultimate fight. They're adding another ultimate fight in this expansion, and it's Kefka. And Kefka's one of my favorite FF characters. I like. There is a Kefka fight from earlier from Stormblood, but it's only Savage difficulty. I think they're taking that and expanding it into its own long-ass ultimate fight. I am very much looking forward to that. So, that's the news out of FanFest. Raymond, to celebrate, I've prepared one of my famous quizzes just for you regarding Final Fantasy XIV. I can see the excitement on your face. This is a little quiz I call...
excitement.
This is a little quiz I call Saved by the Bale Sar. I am going to give you a title, and I need you to tell me, is this the name of a quest in the hit MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV, or an episode of teen sitcom Saved by the Bell, which ran from 1989 to 1993?
Okay.
All right.
I can't wait to be embarrassed.
That's what I like to hear. Hang on, I have a theme for this.
Said no one.
That's not it.
You need a new one.
Here we go. Saved by the Bell or 14. A fun bunch of people on your screen. A or Zia or Bayside High. They both have teens who fight and cry. You'll see why. All right. Glad you're all in.
You don't do enough music on this show.
I know. I got to do more. So this. I'm calling this
sing more.
Saved by the Bale Sar, a.k.a. Good Morning Miss Biss, a.k.a. Diamond Dust or Dust and Diamond.
All right. I still don't get it.
What do you mean?
You're just dropping references. What are you, the Mario movie? Miss Biss, what is that?
Real game. Look, if you know, you know. IYKYK.
God.
All right. So
5 people listening.
Number 1, tell me, is this an FF14 quest or a Saved by the Bell episode title? We're going to start off easy. And I say this every quiz. I know I say this every quiz. We're going to start off easy.
Just go.
No Hope with Dope.
Oh, boy. There's probably some dopes in FF14. But I'm just going to, right off the bat, say Saved by the Bell.
Correct. Very good. No Hope with Dope is the 21st episode of the 3rd season, first aired November 30th, 1991, directed by Don Barnhart, no relation I assume, and written by Scott Spencer Gordon. Bayside is chosen by a Hollywood teen idol movie star as the location to shoot an anti-drug commercial. However, when the gang learns that someone has been smoking pot at Bayside, they soon realize that things are not going to be as easy as they thought. The gang later feels deceived after learning that the star himself uses drugs and pressures Kelly to try pot as well. Zach encourages Kelly not to go through with it and tells the star to leave. However, Mr. Belding saves the day when he brings in an old friend who happens to be Brandon Tartikoff, the then chairman of NBC, to do the commercial. I think we all remember that one. All right.
Brandon Tartikoff getting dragged on set for like a day while he's in LA, just being like,
he's like stamping out a doobie while they call him. All right.
Right. One of those mushroom doobies.
Yes. He got it from Japan. Number 2, unfortunate fortune telling.
Yeah, could go either way, I suppose. Right. Let's just zigzag. I'll just say FF14. Whatever.
Very good. Unfortunate Fortune Telling is a level 80 quest available from Learning Way in Mar Lamentorum in the hit MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV. Learning Way is worried one of his fellow Loporrits has met with misfortune. All right, you are 2 for 2.
Played by Brandon Tartikoff.
I wish. You're 2 for 2. Here's number 3. Fatal Distraction.
A lot of distractions can be fatal.
True.
Especially about driving.
Yes.
You know when it's new billboard day. That's a distraction. I will say Saved by the Bell again.
3 for 3. Fatal Distraction, Season 1, Episode 4, first aired September 8th, 1989, directed by Gary Shimokawa, written by Mark Fink. The big dance is approaching, and Zach must get the popular and beautiful Kelly Kapowski to go with him, so he goes as far as bugging Jesse's room while she, Kelly, and Lisa are having a sleepover. To Zach's shock, the girls see it and decide to swear revenge by making it look like Kelly is insane.
Classic.
Classic.
I mean, we laugh, but have you seen the Zach Morris's trash videos?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I know he is.
It was from, I think Funny or Die did them originally.
Okay.
And the guy who, like, was narrating them went on to, like, write for the Saved by the Bell reboot.
Oh, shit.
But they are pretty good, so I would look them up on YouTube.
All right.
So, yes.
You're also pretty good because you're 3 for 3 so far. It's going to start getting a little trickier from here on out. This is number 4. Blame it on my juice.
On my juice.
Blame it on my juice.
On juice. On my juice. Blame it. Juice. Well, I know there's juice in Final Fantasy XIV, but they usually call it potion.
The look on
and
your
sometimes the kids on Saved by the Bell drink juice at the max.
That's right.
And if we just talked about a story about marijuana, maybe juice in this sense means alcohol. So maybe there's a story on Saved by the Bell about alcohol. Somebody got knackered. Blame it on the juice, and certainly not Orenthal James Simpson.
No, this was pre-murder, I believe. Or
Right.
Saved by the Bell would be
he was
pre-murder.
still famous when Saved by the Bell was in his book.
Oh, that's right. That's true, yes. Blame it on my juice.
You didn't know him just as a murderer.
Not yet.
That's the whole point of the case. Blame it on the juice is probably, and I say that with no confidence whatsoever, Final Fantasy XIV.
Blame It on My Juice is a level 90 quest available from Zirul Jah in Tuliolal in the hit MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV. Zirul Jah seeks an artisan well-versed in creative concoctions. Pretty good. Wow, you're 4 for 4. This is...
Level 90?
Yeah.
So is that, like, difficult?
No. I mean, all the expansions span 10 levels. They're not necessarily difficult. It's just what the cap is.
Oh, okay. So it's just busy work.
Yeah, well, no, I believe this one was an optional side quest. When I say these are not necessarily main scenario quests, these are just, it could be either.
Okay, thank God it's optional.
Oh, yeah. They're not going to force you to do juice shit. All right. 4 for 4. Number 5. You booze, you lose.
Oh, God damn it. You son of a bitch. Of course. After I do all that consternation out loud.
That's right.
And thinking to myself like some stupid AI bot. Saved by the Bell.
You Booze, You Lose is a level 65 quest available from Chambui on the Azam Steppe in the hit MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV. Chambui is in need of meat. This was a little tricky one because I did not make it clear that booze is spelled B-U-U-Z, which I believe is an animal in the hit MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV.
No, that was a real oversight on your part.
Or it's a meal. I think it's a meal. It eats like a meal, is what I'm
Sorry,
saying.
what was that character's name? Not Chambui?
Chambui.
Chambui or Cham?
Chambui.
C-H or...
C-H-A-M-B-U-I.
C-H? Okay. All right. The next one is probably going to be about Screech hallucinates a creature named Chambui.
Well, that's ridiculous.
Who encourages him to cheat on a test or kill somebody or something. Go on.
You're 4 for 5. Here's number 6. The Wicked Stepbrother Part 1.
Yeah, this is tough, isn't it? Yeah. The Wicked Stepbrother. Well, let's see. Would they use Wicked a lot on Saved by the Bell in an episode title? That's what I'm thinking. Did they really do that? The Wicked Stepbrother. I mean, unless there was like some fairy tale themed thing going on in that episode, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like it's Saved by the Bell. Hit me.
Yes, you're 5 for 6. Season 3, Episode 13, first aired November 2nd, 1991, directed by Don Barnhart, written by Brett Dewey and Ronald B. Solomon. Jessie meets her new stepbrother Eric, but soon discovers that he has a dark side as he uses blackmail to get his way. Meanwhile, Eric takes a liking to Lisa, and Zach and Slater decide to get their revenge on Eric by setting him up to get caught driving Mr. Belding's shiny new red convertible while on a date with Lisa.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Do we know who played Eric, by the way?
No. I mean, it's probably on the wiki. I copied these from the wiki. It's probably there.
All right, just wondering.
All right.
Wondering. 5
for 6. You're not doing. You're doing very good so far.
You want to say I'm not doing good?
You're doing adequate.
You want this to be my downfall?
All right, number 7, The Wicked Stepbrother Part 2.
Oh, okay. Well, let's just do the comedy option and say Final Fantasy 14.
Correct! The Wicked Stepbrother Part 2 is a level 87 quest available from Babbitt Ironheart in Old Charlian in the hit MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV. There's trouble brewing in the Charlian dorms as Babbitt Ironheart once again calls on the Warrior of Light to put a stop to the machinations of his evil twin stepbrother, Diplodocus Jim.
Diplodocus Eric.
No, that was the previous. That's all right. Pretty good. You're was
that real though? Really,
6 for 7?
They're both named the same thing.
6 for 7. Next one.
I'm asking you. Is that real?
I'm going through a tunnel. The Fabulous Belding Boys.
Wait a minute.
The Fabulous Belding Boys.
Fabulous. Fuck you. Diplodocus. Wait a minute. That's an Alex word.
What do you think about the Fabulous Belding Boys?
That's fuck it. Who cares anymore? Now that I know what you're doing. FF14.
Yes! The Fabulous Belding Boys is a level 80 quest available from Nervous Maidservant in Girabania in the hit MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV. What could make Gaius Van Belding so nervous? Why, only the arrival of his scheming brothers Crump and Gorge, who have a shocking business proposal for the Black Wolf. Just as things get out of hand, however, Ishtola saves the day when she brings in an old friend who happens to be Brandon Tartikoff, the then chairman of NBC.
You can't do this anymore. We're too good for each other.
You're good at this. You are 7 for 8. That's incredible. This is the best you've ever done on one of these. All right. Number 9, Those Who Live Forever.
Saved by the Bell.
Yes, Those Who Live Forever, Season 1, Episode 16, first aired December 16th, 1989, directed by Don Barnhart, written by Brett Dewey and Ronald B. Solomon. Zach Morris, still grieving the loss of his own mother, accompanies Kelly Kapowski into the Lost City of Gold, wherein she bids a tearful goodbye to the simulacra she believed to be her birth parents. Meanwhile, Screech's new invention really stinks!
All right.
So that's 9 for 10. This is great. I'm very proud.
Damn you, Chimbui!
I feel like you've got this. Last one, you've really got this all sewn up.
Oh, I've got this?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got you figured out, Alex.
You're good at this. All right. Last one. The Prom.
FF14.
What the hell is wrong with you? Why would there be a prom in Final Fantasy XIV? The Prom is the...
What the fuck is wrong with me?
Why
did I just kill myself?
The Season 2 premiere of Saved by the Bell first aired September 8th, 1990, directed by Don Barnhart, written by Peter Engel and Tom Tenowich. Kelly finds out that her father has lost his job, causing financial hardship that may foil her prom plans with Zach. Meanwhile, Jessie and Slater end up going to prom together, while Screech finally manages to take Lisa on a date to the movies. However, Lisa's constant chattering on their movie date becomes a nuisance and therefore a turnoff for Screech, and he declines to take her to the prom. After a hectic week, Zach and Kelly have their first kiss as Garlemald burns around them. 9 out of 10. You did great.
Thank you. Next?
That's it. That was the last one.
Oh, 9. Okay, 10.
Wait,
thank God.
I have a closing thing.
Where's the outro?
Why is my sound plant crackling all of a sudden? Get fucked. All right. Thank you for playing Saved by the Bell Sar. We should probably take a break.
Yeah, you need to get some new music, though, Alex. I'm telling you.
Why? Why?
Well, the SimCity one is just an introductory thing. It's not a celebratory, everything's over kind of song. Better.
All right.
The Yoshi's Island one works too.
Let's take a break.
Leave.
僕にあげるためのチョコレート持ってタクシーに揺られる君僕は君のこと見てると優し
Folks are back. It's No More Whoppers. I'm Ray. That's Alex.
I'm Alex, and I like video game...
Just one?
Just the one.
Which one?
Can you guess?
Harley's Humongous Adventure.
We were looking for town and country surf design.
Disgusting. Well, let's talk about some good ones.
Okay.
Alex, we were talking about Resident Evil Requiem.
Yes, Requiem.
We enjoyed that.
Yes.
And, of course, I finished it, and I did the thing that I do often, which is I kind of go back to another Resident Evil game. I kind of get that hankering for that gameplay again, you know what I mean? And so I kind of go back. Maybe it's like, I kind of liked what was going on with Resident Evil 4. Maybe I'll go through that a little bit just to get that dopamine hit again. It doesn't really last that long, but this time was a little bit different. I went back to playing, for whatever reason, I just felt like it. Resident Evil 2, the original.
The OG on the Nintendo 64.
Well, that's the thing. I originally played it, at least one story, on N64 in like 2003 because I walked into Toys R Us one day and it was like $30 on sale. And I was like, okay, sure, why not? Now's the time. After I had played... It was 2003 or 4 or something. It was like after the remake of 1, but before RE4 came out. And maybe also after I played 0. And so I had a renewed interest in Resident Evil after like not being into it for a while. These are things I kind of said last time about talking about Requiem. Yes, Rebecca.
Rebequium. And
so I could have easily just went to some other store and got Resident Evil 2 Greatest Hits on PS1, and that'd have been fine. But, I was interested in the N64 version, probably because it was already infamous at that point for being such a great port relative to everything else, that being like compressed.
Doesn't that make it famous instead of infamous? If it's in a positive...
Sure, whatever.
Okay.
And, they just compressed those 2 discs onto one game cartridge and made an all right version of RE2, and that was like the first time I played through it. But this time I went back to playing it on PC.
Wow.
Partly because they had recently, last year, 2024, had released Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3, the PC versions on GOG. They kind of spruced those up a little bit so that they are more compatible with modern Windows, to everyone's great delight. And then they more recently, like in the past few weeks, brought those over to Steam, and I was just like, you know what? I think now might be the time. And I didn't get them on Steam, actually, because they have a dumb extra layer of DRM and no cloud saves. But if I got them on GOG, they would at least have cloud saves. So that's nice. I got them on GOG because they also went on sale a week after the Steam versions did. So, discount. And so I got them there. And I started getting into Resident Evil 2. And I went from, originally in 2003, I played like the Leon A story. And I think I stopped. Here I went through Leon A once. Oh, I'm sorry. I have another wrinkle to this story.
What?
Before I got them on GOG, I was playing the latest PC port of it, which was like a 2006 Japanese release.
Whoa.
Because it was on one DVD, and it was like Windows XP compatible. It was all this stuff. And somebody made like a tiny little mod to make it more compatible on modern Windows, much like GOG did officially, but this was different. And so it's a very like honed version of RE2. It has like all the bonuses unlocked. Obviously, it has the Leon and Claire stories on one EXE, not a disc this time, but one disc. And so I played a little bit of that. I finished Leon A on that. And then the GOG versions went on discount again. And I was like, they're a little bit inferior. They have separate EXEs for Leon and Claire. I'd have to launch that through a launcher. But you know what? I'll just have the peace of mind of, quote unquote, owning them. And then I played Leon A again the entire way through. Obviously much faster than last time. So
I would hope so.
At that point, it was pretty ingrained. And then the idea was just to like go on to Claire B. And I finished Claire B. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to do it backwards and forwards. Let's go Claire A, Leon B. So now I'm still doing that. I'm taking my time now, but I'm really enjoying Resident Evil 2 again for the first time.
Like Raisin Bran.
Yeah.
It's good.
That's the long and short of it, really. I have no great insights. I think everyone knows how classic of a game that was. I will say, though, after really experiencing it more for myself, I think it really is number 2 on the top 3 PS1 games of all time.
Oh, after what?
Well, number 1 is Final Fantasy VII. It's always going to be Final Fantasy VII. It doesn't matter if you disagree. Everyone in the world is going to agree Final Fantasy VII is the number 1 PlayStation game ever made. That's just how it's going to go. We can't argue it. It's just set in stone.
Ugh.
And this is a worldwide list. Okay, so I'm thinking like worldwide games that came out everywhere. Everyone has memories of. Originally, my list was like FF7. And somewhere 2 or 3 is Symphony of the Night.
Oh, sure.
And I think it's more solid now. Resident Evil 2 is number 2. Symphony of the Night is number 3.
Whose ranking is
Those
this?
got it. Mine.
Okay. You think FF7 is the best PlayStation game?
It doesn't matter.
What do you mean?
No.
It does. It's your list.
No, it doesn't matter. I can't argue with everyone else in the world. It's going to be that.
But it's your list. They don't have input on your list.
Can't fight it. It's just going to be FF7. You just can't argue it. Anyway, so
the one with
solid
Cloud?
number 2, Resident
Right.
Evil 2. Yeah, and it has a lot going for it in a similar way that FF7 does in terms of like just the overall the quest, the story of it that has its twists and turns, the pretty all right graphics for the time. And just like feeling good. Obviously, it's a bit shorter than FF7, so it also has that going for it. It's a bit more satisfying to play through multiple times, as we all know at this point.
Yes.
So I just think
it does have a great cast of characters.
Yes.
You know, the first time you meet him, you're not sure. Ooh, can I trust this Mr. X guy? I don't know. I don't know for sure. It's one of those.
It
It really
turns out, yes, you can.
pulls you in.
He's a
Yeah,
real
you can.
romantic.
Turns out to be a good guy.
And and it's such an improvement over the first game as well. And it better be because they tried it twice. They built the thing twice. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, do you remember in college, this must have been like 2003 or 4-ish, you helped me burn a copy of Resident Evil 1.5 to a disc so I could play it in my PS1.
In your college? Yeah.
Yeah, like I was hounding you all
Yeah.
day. Like, I don't know how to do that. How do I burn this? How do I burn the image? Like, I have a swap disc and I have the PS1. Like, that's how I was playing imports, but I'd never played a burn before, and you were just kind of
Right.
walking me through it.
Back then, though, was that when
thought
that
so.
one really was leaked?
It was a couple of
'Cause
years after it was leaked, I think.
Because recently I also did dabble in playing that leaked prototype, of 1.5. It's not too playable because you keep like climbing over the entire screen and like, getting
Yeah.
stuck. But that was interesting to see. And it turns out that they used only like one room from that prototype in the final game. Did you
Which
know
room?
this? It's like the cold room in the underground lab.
Oh,
The cold
cool.
room where you get the fuse case thing.
Sure.
That frosted over room.
Yeah.
Like that's just in the prototype wholesale. Like they,
Alright. Cool.
they just kept those graphics. I guess because it being all frosted over like made it look kind of like obfuscated as far as like graphical detailed.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't they reuse it? It was an asset they made
Yeah.
for a game.
Well,
You know?
almost all the rest of it was redone is the thing. So
Huh.
I'm just saying that was probably the best one they found that they could reuse.
All right.
Probably some other ones. I don't really know, but yeah, I just thought that was funny. So yeah, Resident Evil 2, play it. And then I will get around then, because I bought it in the bundle, playing Resident Evil 3, because I haven't actually played that.
Oh, 3's great. I
And
love
I
3.
am interested. I sampled it a little bit just to like boot it up and try it, and it's like, not bad. I played a little bit of the Mercenaries even, so.
Oh, wow.
Isn't it funny how they had that extra mode called the Mercenaries, and then they kept bringing it back for other games
Without
where it's
mercenaries.
not about
Yeah.
mercenaries anymore. Like,
Yeah, that is
the
funny to
first
me.
one is the
'Cause-
only one that's actually about
Yeah.
mercenaries.
Yeah, you got Carlos, you got Mikhail.
And
And then in
the
there's
rest.
no mercenaries in 4. And the rest here on
And-
Raccoon City.
And then, I'm not done. Guess what else I got?
Resident Evil 4.
No, I've played those enough.
Shit.
I got Dino Crisis 1 and 2
Dino!
on the personal computer as well.
They're fun. Regina, is that her name?
Yeah. I think it's
All right.
Regina, actually.
What? No, that's North Carolina.
Oh, boy. Well, it's also called Dino in Japan, so.
Yes.
What are you going to do? Don't think they thought that one through, did they?
No. Well, maybe they were just into Dean Martin.
Yeah, perhaps. Because it has that swinging soundtrack.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My favorite track off that soundtrack is the Cretaceous Swing.
Yeah. South of the border. Down Mexico way. Yeah, so I'll be moving on to those as well at some point. Even though I'm not quite as enthused for those as I am Resident Evil, but I know they
I tried and failed.
share that lineage.
I tried and failed to get into Dino Crisis. I think I picked up the port of 1 on the Dreamcast, and for some reason I was not.
Okay.
I don't know. I think it's because I got it on the same day I got Grandia 2 on the Dreamcast, which is an incredible game, and that just took all my attention.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. That's fun.
Yeah.
I also played video games. I finished up Hida Hida Hihidu, the visual novel I was playing, which is outstanding. I don't want to go too deep into it, but check out my Backlogged at backlogged.com/birdclub2000 if you want to read my review of that.
Do I have to?
Yes, it is in the syllabus. You can read my review of that, Resident Evil 9, Quartet, and another one that I forget. I am stuck on Isles of Sea and Sky though. I've kind of reached my limit on that one.
Mm-hmm.
I was following a guide I said earlier, a very vague guide that it says go here, but it doesn't say do this. It gives you a rough order of puzzles. And you know how sometimes when you're using a guide to play through a game, sometimes you get on a roll and you stop using the guide and you're like, I got this. I can do this. I don't need this guide anymore. And then you hit a part where you do need the guide and you totally forgot where you left off. I have no idea where I was in the guide, so I'm just kind of winging it from here. It's getting a little tricky. Some of these puzzles are racking the brains.
Well, personally, no. I've never abandoned the guide and then kept playing. I usually just abandon both things wholesale and then
forget. I wouldn't do that.
I've never been confident enough to finish a game without the guide once I have the guide.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm that kind of weirdo.
There are some games where the guide just kind of acts as training wheels for me, and then there's a point where I'm like, oh, I get it now, and then I'm fine for the rest of the game. But yeah, then there are some games, and typically it's I'm just worried about missables. I don't want to miss.
Right.
You know, that's why I like spoiler-free guides because they're so much less dense. It's just a couple of lines of go here, fight boss. Don't forget to grab the coffee mug on your way out. It's a missable coffee mug. And so you got
bread, eggs, milk, that sort of thing.
Yeah, eggs, milk, beans, making my famous gumbo.
Sea and Sky gumbo.
Tastes like
I
the
guarantee.
tropics. Joe and Mac, lost in the tropics, back in action.
Joe and Mac lost in the gumbo. Just making myself laugh, sorry.
That's all my video game talk, I think.
Man, they should just make FF14. Joe and Mac in Louisiana. That'd be great. All right.
What? Oh, yeah, okay. Wait a minute.
Yeah, do I even... what?
You and me, why can't we acquire the Joe and Mac license and then use our likenesses to make a new Joe and Mac?
Not that easy.
Oh. Who owns Joe and Mac, right? Is it still, is it Data East?
Well, not necessarily. Is it G-Mode? I think it might be
G-Mode?
Because they're still making Joe and Mac stuff. I mean, not new stuff, but licensed things. Yeah, Joe and Mac owns most of the...
They're wheeling and dealing, these cavemen.
G-Mode owns the majority of the Data East stuff, and they license it, yeah.
Okay. G-Mode. Wait, does G stand for Genjin?
Yes, Alex.
Nothing funnier to me than your defeated acquiescence to a stupid joke.
Good, because you do it every episode.
Yay!
I don't know what the G actually stands for, but they make a lot of good stuff. They make the Kukiyomi games, or consider it. And now my son is playing those.
Oh, wow.
He just likes moving the cartoon characters around. And he is like completing them and completing them over and over.
Sure.
And those are like 100 scenarios you go through every time. You went through.
Oh boy.
And they're good. They're funny. They're like harmless, but
yeah,
I like those games for sure. It's just I can't believe my son picked it up.
Yeah. Now hang on, wait. Is Gmode related to G Communications, who purchased Nova after they went bankrupt?
I'm sorry, G Communications, who what?
They bought Nova after Nova went bankrupt in 2007.
It wouldn't surprise me, but probably not.
All right.
I think they've been around a little longer.
Just wondered if I can get my old job back.
Well, you can get a job shepherding Joe and Mac. How about that?
I've already started designing a business card that just says Alex Fraioli, Joe and Mac steward.
Yes. Oh, man. I'd be pretty jealous. Come on. I would be pretty fucking jealous. I'm trying to get a job in the retro industry. It's not working. That'd be awesome. Anyway.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't think I have any more game stuff, really. I'm still just poking through Resident Evil 2 and then 3.
Oh, I'm playing Dragon Quest. I'm playing the Super Famicom version of Dragon Quest 2 on my Retro Pocket as a go-to-bed game because I've exhausted all the Picrosses again on my Switch.
Yeah, sure.
So now I'm moving
on
to
doing the same with RE2 in a sense. Yeah,
playing a classic DQ as I go to bed. And 2 is good for that because it's so grindy and the difficulty curve is so steep that it's actually great for getting me to nod off and go to sleep.
Yeah, I bet. That's pretty good. It's always good to just catch up on a classic, whether that be a book or a game or whatever. Just
see how it's doing.
Have a little nighttime snack. And I have been doing that with RE2 as well. I play a little bit before bed when I can, and yeah.
Doctors recommend it.
Yes.
I haven't seen this guy Bill. Well, I guess Dr. Birkin, and he recommends I play more Biohazard.
Yeah. Here, and take this purple vial.
What's in this?
G virus. G stands for G mode, which stands for.
Wait a minute. You told me. I thought it stood for grape.
Well, it's purple, yeah.
Okay, yeah, and it's refreshing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, G mode just came out with this game called Japanese Rural Life Adventure.
Excuse me?
And that's basically the Japanese name as well originally.
Boy, is that the new Inaka Kurashi?
So it's all pixel art. So
hey.
Yes and no. It's like extra rural. It's like a little more mountainous and stuff. Foresty.
Cool.
Inaka Kurashi was like Okinawa stuff.
It's funny. I never really equate Okinawa to Inaka. Inaka's always like, oh, you live out in Mie? Yeah. Well, you must live in the Inaka.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's a funny thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, I live in a real rural area. Hawaii. All right.
Yeah, I know. Way out there.
I mean, I guess. Like,
that reminds me, there's another game that looks similar that is called Rural Cat Trails. And this is also a Japanese game.
All right.
Where you just play as a cat and not a person, but also in like a rural Japanese setting. And I'm like, what's going on? These came out in like the same month. Or no, I'm sorry. This one's not out yet, but like the G mode one just came out. It's not quite like Boku no Natsuyasumi because they're like top down.
Right, it's Neko no Natsuyasumi.
Boku no Natsuyasumi is more like Resident Evil 2. That's why I love them so much.
Right, tank controls, giant spiders.
Man, I'll tell you what. The reason I play it on PC also is because playing tank controls on a keyboard is the way to go.
Really?
There's nothing finer.
Wow. Then being in your diner.
Especially with the clicky gamer keyboard. Oh, man. Come on. You can't be beat. Give it a try.
I'm kind of getting sick.
Resident Evil on PC.
I'm kind of getting sick of my mechanical keyboard, and I've been looking for like little rubber O-rings I can put under the keys to keep them from clacking so loud.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what it is. It's mostly it's an extremely Alex reason. If I'm typing something in FF14, but I'm also on voice chat with my static, I do not want them to hear me typing.
Right. Can you hear them typing?
Occasionally, but it doesn't bother me.
But you think it bothers them?
I assume, of course, yes, of course, it would annoy other people to hear my loud ass mechanical keyboard clacking away. Here, hang on, listen to this shit.
Okay,
hang on. Did you hear that?
Well, I heard 2 of them because it was like, you know. Again, I hear about 2 at a time before your noise cancellation kicks in.
Oh shit! All right. Well, Discord is this. You're gonna hear my track when I give this to you. I'm gonna drop this in the Dropbox in about 45 minutes, and then you're gonna see. Oh right, he's got a real annoying keyboard.
All right, we'll see. Probably.
Oh, we will see.
It's fine. It sounds like a keyboard. What does he want? All right. Well, yeah. I mean, I did get this clicky keyboard recently after being like not as into the non-clicky one as I thought. So you just seem to be going in the opposite direction, maybe.
I am on the hunt for a quiet keyboard, but I don't want to spend the money on a whole new keyboard. So I'm okay with spending like 500 to 600 yen on a bag of rubber O-rings to just put under each key. I don't mind doing that.
I would say, yeah. I mean, yeah, you could get a new cheap keyboard, but then it's like, then the keys are like too soft feeling.
Yeah, I don't want too soft. I don't want it to feel like a 2004 MacBook.
No, I do. That's why I got my last one, which did have kind of an Apple feel to it.
iBook, excuse me. I had a 2004 iBook.
Oh, yes, yes. That was my first Mac as well.
Oh. Yeah, I quite liked mine. I took it to Chubu with me. My parents got it for me as a gift for study abroad. I took it with me. That was how I did all my stuff.
Yeah, that was like one of the first, like the white iBook when they redesigned it.
Yeah, it was real slick.
2004, 2005. I remember I was playing Halo on it.
Whoa. I think mine is still sitting across the wall for me. It is sitting there with my 2007 MacBook and
I had it way too long.
2012 Asus Costco. Acer. We had some laptop discussion on the Discord, and I mentioned that I bought I had a $300 Asus laptop that I bought from Costco, and it served me really well for 10 years. And I completely forgot. No, it was an Acer. It was not an Asus. It was an Acer. There's a big difference.
There's a moderate difference.
There's a moderate difference, but it was not a super high quality machine. It did fine. I could play FF11 on it at the bar while pretending to work. That's really what I needed it for. But all the hard drives, like those laptops, the iBook, the MacBook, and the Acer are sitting in my room with no hard drives in them because I gave them to my buddy Paul to destroy because he has access to like an industrial hard drive destroyer. And I was going to throw them away. I was going to throw away those because I hadn't used them in years. And I'm like, why am I holding on to these? I can't sell them. I can't use them. And they're still sitting in my fucking room because I don't know how to dispose of these laptops. I don't think I can just put them in a Moinai Gomi bag and leave them outside. There's probably a way. I don't know what it is. I got to look this up. Hi, I've been living here for 20 years. I don't know basic fucking shit about Japan.
That'd be one of the good ones to learn. Yeah.
Yeah.
For someone who has a pile of laptops accumulating.
Yeah.
They got that new MacBook Neo. That's supposed to be pretty neat.
What? As seen in The Matrix?
Yes, exactly.
All right.
It's much like my iPhone 17e. It is the quote-unquote cheap new Mac.
All right. How much is cheap?
Well, in Japan, it's $1,000. But in America, if you get the education price, it is $500.
Well, shit. Can I pose as a student like in Suikoden 2?
Works for me.
All right.
It seems pretty easy to get education pricing.
Ask me something only a student would know.
What's a credit?
It's a $1
No, I mean for classes.
Oh, it goes towards you earning, mastering the job, learning the skill, ability points. That's all I got.
Ding, ding, ding.
What is a credit?
A class credit,
Yeah, but like I don't know how to define it. Like, okay, it's
well, that's a thing a student would know.
It's a point that goes towards you earning a degree, right?
All right, fine. Here's an easier one.
All right,
here's something a student would know.
Thank you. Only a student would know.
What's a whiteboard?
It is like a blackboard, but it's plastic, and you got to use a special marker on it.
All right, fine. You can have the MacBook.
Yes. All right, it's booting up.
Doesn't do that anymore.
Oh, does it? Okay.
No, they don't do that anymore.
That's fun.
I liked how it was a little bit more square. I like the laptop screens that
3
are
by
a
4,
little bit more
4 by 3,
more like 16 by 10.
Oh, okay.
That'd be a nicer ratio these days.
Sure, you got ratio.
Not these wider screens. The wide laptop screens is such a folly. We fucked up as a society making those.
Very silly.
Yeah, MacBook Neo looks okay. I think it is a little bit shorter than like a MacBook Air screen, so I don't know. Not quite as big. I'm just talking about things that only matter to me. That's
just talking about Mitchell.
Likes the feel of things.
Right.
The president likes the look and feel of paper.
I was about to say that.
All right. Well,
glad
speaking
we're on
of
the same
computers,
page of paper.
Speaking of computer operating systems, I got one for you. Linux.
Ooh.
You heard of this thing?
I have.
Well, for the past month and some change, I was like fully using Linux because a lot of people are doing it. We're moving away from Microsoft. We're telling them to kick rocks for various reasons. I was getting into that. It seemed like a good time to do some of that. I wasn't brand new to Linux. I've been toying with it for the last few years off and on again. But this was like the first time I was like uninterrupted, totally just using my secondary computer to try it out for a long time. And it was going okay. I tried Cashy OS, which is like the newest, trendiest distribution of Linux.
What? Like ACK?
It's supposed to be, no, cache as in CACHE.
Okay. Sure.
But Cashy, because it's a dumb name, but it's supposed to be like faster. It uses a certain kind of what they call a CPU scheduling system to make things go faster. Although, in the end, if you have a fast enough computer to begin with, it doesn't make a lot of difference.
Cashy sounds like the mascot for a Japanese bank.
Sure, yes.
All right.
Wouldn't it just be Cash-kun or something?
Cash-kun? It'd be Cashy-kun.
Right.
Dollar-chan. Wait, they don't use the dollar.
Doing that, getting it set up, getting a lot of the quirks settled, of course. It's not always that easy to transition over to Linux, no matter where you're coming from. There's always some things to learn, some different paradigms of how to get software and install it, and some things just don't work all that much, and some things you just can't easily get compared to Windows or Mac, and so that's how it happened. But I was doing okay. I set up most everything I do on my main Windows computer, and things were going okay. Things
Resident
were moving
Evil
along.
2. Oh.
Yeah, actually, yes.
Okay.
Literally, I did. Resident Evil 2.
Sure.
I did play some of that. I think I started it on the Linux. I'm also playing it on my other MacBook. How about that? Thanks to Heroic Game Launcher. How about that?
Folks, this show is sponsored by Heroic Game Launcher. Get yours today.
No, it is not. It's open source. They don't have any money.
Oh.
And so things were going pretty steady. It was looking like, okay, maybe last month I was thinking that, I couldn't, there were still a few things I had to get settled before I would move over completely to Linux. And sure, I can still run I can run a virtual machine with Windows for things that are like mission critical I need to have running. So, okay, things are moving pretty smoothly. I wrote on our notes here and on the No More Whoppers notes before our episode was ready to record. I was saying, you know what? I think I'm closer than I thought to switching over. I still got to look up a lot of things, but I got my workflow pretty much working.
Hey.
Cut to 3 days ago when I said, nah, fuck it. It's pissing me off too much.
What was it? What pushed you over the edge?
Part of it was, I think, Cashy OS, and its GUI environment it uses, which is called KDE. KDE, a really good desktop environment, because on Linux, it's not just like, your GUI only looks like this forever on every Linux. No, Linux, of course, different distributions, different desktop environments, things, different ways people want to have their GUIs look. KDE is probably the most practical one, the best looking one, most practical. Either way, maybe it was also my hardware, the little system I was running it on. A lot of like hangs and freezes and like pauses and just like couldn't even click the fucking start menu equivalent. It wouldn't come up in time. Things just pausing a lot. That was getting under my skin. And then It's funny because this was when, of course, we were getting closer to record this episode, and so I was trying to figure out like recording some clips for things, and I couldn't for the life of me figure out a good way in Linux to get a loopback audio source going in Audacity specifically, so that I could just like, load up a web browser and record a clip from a YouTube video, for example. The best way I could figure out was to like bring up the command line, tell the audio driver to like make a loopback source, but do that before I click record in Audacity. Or no, wait, do it, load Audacity, tell the driver to set this up, and then record from it.
Oh,
so I have to set up the command line every time and then start up Audacity, and rather than just do things in 2 clicks.
Yeah, I'm
sorry I'm not explaining it super well, but it was nonetheless frustrating. And that was the thing I could not figure out, because everything else I was figuring out that I said was helping me smooth this journey along was acceptable, adequate, at least. And this audio thing was like flabbergasting to me. I couldn't figure out why this is the one thing in Linux I can't just have clinched. And so that, and just the general annoyance of the OS just like not working and pausing and not going the way I wanted to 100% of the time was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. So I had to switch back for now. But that's fine. I mean, you kind of have to deal with it. It's not like everybody's completely switched over from Windows. We still have to deal with it. And I think it is kind of a necessary evil if you are, like me, a game developer and have certain engines and tools and platform things, especially with the consoles that really, really need Windows to run certain things relating to the consoles, is all I'll say. And just some of that is unavoidable. I think I will try again in that hobby sense. I will wipe that Linux computer again and try Kubuntu, because some of the other things I couldn't install easily were mostly because all they really had was the Ubuntu version package, as opposed to something for CachyOS, which is based on Arch Linux, and that has a completely different package management system, which is fine, but not so fine when your version control app only has the easy to use Linux instructions, except it's not just any Linux, it's only Ubuntu.
It's Annie Linux.
So there's Kubuntu, which is KDE on Ubuntu. So it has all the Ubuntu benefits, but it's on KDE, which is also what CachyOS is on, the nice, practical GUI. So maybe
I have also been described as nice, practical, and gooey.
Yes. And pissing me off.
Hey, look, what do you want me to say? I got nothing to say about Linux installs except that I gave mine to my wife. I put Linux on an iMac, and I've been trying to get my wife off of her laptop for a long time because she's still on Windows 7, which...
Oh, my God.
Probably not good. I've even gone so far...
Tell her to play Resident Evil 2.
I've gone so far as to ban it from our home network, so she stops trying to take it online.
Sure, right.
And she's not making any moves to buy a new laptop or do anything. So instead of putting Linux on that, because one of the reasons I want to get off of that thing and not just put Linux on it is because it's a MacBook with that old proprietary MagSafe charger. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And those things, they fray and break after a week of use, and she's using one that's extremely old. It's about to break off and make that whole thing useless unless we find another MagSafe charger, which I do not have. So I just said, fuck it. My iMac has been sitting on my coffee table. I put Linux on it to use it as a writing station, and I sometimes do. I use it when I watch anime in the living room for Draw a Game. I will take notes on the iMac because it's sitting on the coffee table.
Oh, nice.
But I have a laptop. I can just put it literally on my fucking lap. That's why they're called that. I can just use that. So I'm like, honey, why don't you just take the iMac? It's got Linux on it. I set up an account for her on it, and she just logs into that now, and all her stuff is there.
Now, what flavor of Linux is it?
Mint. It's extremely lightweight. It's very simple. Yeah, it's because what else do we need? It's on a 15-year-old iMac that cannot run much more than that anyway.
XFCE, I imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good old
That's fine.
XFCE.
Yes.
Yeah, Linux Mint is probably the next best overall choice for the average person after Ubuntu, I would say.
What about Cinnamon? Is Cinnamon is that more or less intensive than Mint? I forget.
No, Mint is...
Mint's the most basic.
Here's one of these lovely Linux things we need to talk about. There is Linux Mint, but it has itself 3 different GUIs that it likes to tell you that you can choose from. XFCE being one of the lightweight ones, Cinnamon being the most feature-rich one.
That's right.
And then there's Mate or whatever.
Chota Mate?
Yeah, I think it's like the tea.
Oh, right.
Mate.
Yeah.
Yerba Mate. And none of them are KDE, which is probably the best one for cool computer people like me. Because I had originally tried Mint before, and it was fine, but I also still had some troubles back then that I just abandoned that. Then I tried Cashy because people were into it. That didn't really work out for me either. Cashy does have benefits. I don't think it's like a completely bad thing. I'm not saying it's a piece of shit. It just didn't work out for me in the end, probably for unique reasons. I understand. It's actually okay for like a gaming computer because it has like Cashy deck version. It's like as in Steam Deck, and so
fun.
If you do want to use it for a game console, as opposed to even like Bazite is like the most popular PC console Linux distro that people are using, but Cashy the deck version seems to be just fine as well. And that, I think, is really what's going to turn a lot of people onto Linux, is just being able to turn PCs into game consoles, especially now since they are delaying the Steam machine indefinitely, the official Steam machine indefinitely.
Oh, yeah.
Because of all the shortage craziness. But you could still today buy a fairly reasonably priced little mini PC and put a Steam compatible consoleized OS on that, and then you got your own little Steam machine.
I was in the Goodwill yesterday with those rascally Malik brothers, and I saw an RTX 5090 for only, do you want to guess the price in Japanese yen?
I'm not smart enough or awake enough to guess the yen, but I will just say in terms of US dollars, let's say $1,500. No, $1,700.
You're saying $1,700.
That's my final answer.
I gotta do the math here. At the current exchange rate, it was $4,375.
I see.
Yeah, it was 700,000 yen.
I think I boned myself because you said 5090.
Yeah.
I was thinking it's 5070, which is what I have.
Oh, no.
So I'm stupid.
I
boned myself.
I'm still rocking the 3060. It is still chugging along. I'm going to see if I can just beat this thing into the ground for as long as I can.
No, you're fine. You are fine.
I mean, I don't use it for... here's what I've even done for FF14. Like, I had been running the game at 120 FPS because of my eyes. Because, not that I need it at 120, but because if I run it at 60, when we get into a hectic boss fight, it dips to 45-ish, which then is noticeable to my eyes. If I keep it at 120, when we get into a hectic boss fight, that dips to 90-something, which is much smoother for my eyes.
Right.
What I did was I forgot that, I can just set my frame rate. I can set my monitor refresh rate to something lower, but not as low as 60, and then just tell the game, cap it at the monitor refresh rate. So I set my refresh rate to 100, and then set the game to cap it at 100, and it's perfect because at 120, my PC the fan was starting to go a little hot and heavy, if you know what I mean.
Really?
It was getting very sexy, yeah. And that's only a problem because I was telling this, I think I said this yesterday while we were looking at computer stuff, but at the end of every summer, at the end of every Nagoya summer, I take a wistful look at my PC and I say, well, you survived another one. And I don't know how many more it's got left in it because it gets so oppressively hot and humid here, even inside my office. And it's not like I can run the AC 24/7 when I go to bed. Like, I do turn my PC off at night, but I'm getting very concerned with it dealing with the summer weathers and the humidity here because it's fucking brutal.
Well, a couple things on that front is that, there are apps where you can track your CPU temperature and things like that. And if it is above like the agreed upon normal level, then you might want to look at that. However, you still got to think about the fact that like electronics can really withstand a lot of heat.
Yeah.
Even the tiniest components. I mean, first of all, a lot of them are bathed in solder.
Yeah.
In the factory. They are made to withstand very, very high temperatures more than just, a hot day.
Yeah, it's not so much the heat, and you've heard this before. It's not the heat, it's the humidity that I'm worried about.
I understand that as well. Yeah, that's a different thing, and I think a dehumidifier is always helpful in that sense.
Yeah, because I do
can't just stick it next to the computer either. I understand.
My aircon does have a dehumidifier option, which I should probably use more often. But yeah, I was monitoring the temperature, and when I crank it up to 120, temperature goes up to 80 C, which is fine. Like that's kind of my upper limit. And then when I take it off that and I play normally at 60 FPS, it goes down to 74. 100 is the sweet spot. 100 FPS is the sweet spot where it just kind of hovers around 66-ish. It's perfectly fine. The fan,
right? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
The fan kicks in, but it's not. Here's the problem that I think makes it seem worse than it is in my situation. Something is loose either in my GPU or in my case, and when the fan hits a certain RPM, it turns into a loud rattle, and that makes it sound worse than it is. And I don't know what it is. I have recorded it and I've played it to my buddy Paul, who is a computer man, and he's like, I don't know. It sounds like maybe it's a loose screw. And I said, I think you've got a loose screw, buddy. I didn't say that. He's a very nice guy.
You slammed the phone down.
I slammed the phone down. I slammed the car into a telephone pole. I don't know what it is. I may just be because I've opened up the case repeatedly to examine it, and nothing seems loose. Everything seems fine. I dust it out regularly. The only thing left to do would be to take off the case and run it and see if I can pinpoint exactly where the sound is coming from, because I have no idea. Next time it happens, I'll try to take a recording of it and send it to you, because it is eluding me.
If Paul doesn't know, then I probably wouldn't know either. I would have guessed a fan, but sometimes there's like a fan that has the blades whacking against a cable.
Yeah,
I do that a lot. I have a noisy power supply.
Oh,
at the like output cable portion where like. First of all, what I had to do was shove like 2 guitar picks in there just to like prop up the power plug enough to stop this vibrating, noisy rattle.
Wow. Where'd you get guitar picks? You don't play guitar.
Well, by guitar picks, I actually mean like guitar pick shaped things from my iFixit repair kit. So they're very thin, actually. They're very thin, triangular things that are basically guitar picks, but thinner than your average guitar pick. Plastic, so not conducting electricity or anything. But I have to stop that from my power supply rattling. And it's a high-powered power supply.
Maybe that's it. I wonder if it's power supply related for me.
Yeah, that's what it was for me. It's power supply that was rattling for no reason. It was not the fan in the power supply. It was just something around.
I bet that's it.
The plug area.
I bet that's it.
Give it a wiggle.
Yeah.
Okay. Just lift up that plug a little bit. The cord, just a teensy bit. See if that like suppresses it.
I was having trouble reproducing it. I booted to the BIOS and I just ran a bunch of fan tests, and I cranked every individual fan up as high as it would go, and I could not recreate the sound. And I don't know why.
Yeah, crazy.
Maybe it is a power supply thing.
Oh, anyway, yes. Yeah, the market price for the 5090 is pretty much the same here too. So
awesome! Holy shit!
Not much difference from over there.
What's funny is that like I've been running these nightmare scenarios in my head with like what if my PC dies tomorrow? Can I afford to buy a new one? And the answer is kind of yes, barely to help get me through. Because a new PC, like the only reason I was able to get this PC here, during the when crypto was fucking going nuts, I bought a pre-built because they get an allotment of GPUs, and it's not as affordable as it used to be. But like, if I had to, I could afford a new rig, and then nothing else for the next year. But the whole point of this is I'm trying to watch out for my little GPU, because I don't want anything here to fail, because shit is just so nightmarishly expensive now.
True, but also like, how much rig do you need?
This is this is more than I need. But it's not like when I talk about failure, like when a thing fails, it fails. Like my 3060 doesn't magically turn into a 1070 Ti. It turns into a pile of worthless materials. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been in the same boat. This is years ago now, but I had my main computer, and suddenly the RAM just went to shit. 6-7 years ago now. It's like, oh, all of a sudden the RAM died. It's like I bought the RAM with the system. It's just like, okay, not anymore. It was not the highest grade, most top of the line brand name popular RAM, but they'd been selling a lot of it, so I thought it was okay.
No? You bought it direct from Ram Jam. Thank you, ma'am.
I know.
They do good work.
RJTYM. This time I bought the Corsair RAM for my latest system, and it's survived for 5 years now.
Yeah, I upgraded mine, I think by this point, maybe a year and a half ago. It was also Corsair. And it's fine. I upgraded primarily for video editing.
I was just saying, though, my point was generally that you could get one of those mini PCs with like a Radeon Mobile GPU in it, and that could carry you pretty far.
Yeah, I think that might be the next sensible thing if this eventually croaks, which I don't know what the fail points.
FF14 perfectly.
Yeah, as long as I can play FF14 and edit large video files, I'm fine.
Well, that's computer talk.
It is. Are you a PC? Write in. We want to interview you.
Your wife is doing good with the iMac?
She hasn't used it yet.
Okay, great. So the birthday present?
Because getting her, she is a very disorganized person, and getting her to actually clean up her desk space so we can fit the iMac on the desk is proving to be very difficult. I have been asking her, hey, honey, on your next day off, can you just take like 45 minutes and clean off your desk so I can move the iMac onto it? Sure. This was, I believe, 6 days off ago, so she's just kind of not doing it. It's like pulling teeth here trying to get her to tidy up stuff. I may have to just, while she's at work, clean up her own desk and move the iMac over there. It's not great, but we're dealing.
I'm glad that my wife and I are both fairly tidy on our desks, at least.
Yeah, we are both.
My wife does have an amazing habit of just like leaving wrappers and tissues just all over.
Yeah, my wife too. But I'm also as scatterbrained, I think, as my wife. I am better about hunkering down and getting a thing done if I have to, and that's kind of her sticking point is actually starting the task, which I get.
For me, I just have to be depressed and awake at 3 a.m. and then I get a lot done.
Wow, I think we did that on and off for decades.
That's how we got our website made.
That's how we got to where we are today.
Yes, indeed.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Anyway, that's nice. Should we move on to Sassafras?
Yes, let's do it. Hey, folks, get ready for Sassafras. We've got 2 callers on the line. They're not on the line. They left 2 messages. I'm excited for it. I'm also going to talk about the progress I'm making in visual novel development. Why don't you come hang out with us?
All right, sure. I mean, if you're asking.
Not you. You have to be there.
Oh.
You're a load-bearing dingus. That's your business card.
So much for that, I guess.
Yeah. Joe and Mac piece of shit. I don't even know what that means.
Joe and Mac loving second.
You mother-loving Joe and Mac fan. Am I going to see you at Joe and Mac Con?
Fucking Stone Age.
Am I going to see you at Joe and Mac Con?
Data East, motherfucker.
Raymond. Data East. That's all I got.
Jedical. All right.
Konami.
That's right. We do a real outro on this show. That's been our show, everybody. Thanks very much for listening. You can go to our website, NoMoreWhoppers.com, and find a link also to our Patreon, patreon.com/NoMoreWhoppers. You can give us money to support us, both in the terms of $3 a month to get No More Whoppers early and ad-free. It's always ad-free now, but I mean, at least early. Draw game early as well. And all the bonuses attached to each of those shows are $2, $3 levels. Or give us $5 a month to get everything related to us.
The whole shebang.
Podcast-wise. Yeah.
You get No More Whoppers early. You get the bonus show Sassafras. You get Draw Game early. You get Draw Game Type S when it drops. You get the weird Draw Game bonus shows that we make every once in a while.
Right. Draw Game is our new video game anime podcast. I would love it if you listen to it. We have a lot of fun on it. It is a real podcast with a structure. But yeah, you can find a link to it on there. A link to our Discord is on nomorewhoppers.com. It's free for all. You don't have to be on Patreon. Just whatever. Just be nice, for God's sakes. Nothing happened. I was just saying in general, be nice. Our phone number is related to our bonus show Sassafras, but it is 805-NMW-TALK, 805-669-8255 in the continental United States. You can call us and leave a voicemail about anything we talked about on the show. What is your favorite Linux distro? And why are we idiots for liking ours? Let us know.
If you can keep that to under 30 seconds, so much the better.
Oh boy. No such thing as a Linux nerd that gets to the point. That's our main website with all our links. nomorewhoppers.com. We're also on the internet as people. Alex?
Find me at pitui.org. That's pitohui.org. Yeah, there's links to my Twitch, my YouTube. I should link to my backlogged, which is Bird Club 2000. Just, go there. Hey, you can also follow me on Blue Sky at pitui.org. That's about it. Oh, I have my own Patreon for Alex-related things, which right now is basically funding my streams and the game dev project. You can find out more at patreon.com/pitui.
All right, cool. And I have a website at rdbaaa.space. rdbaaa.space. That's also my username on Blue Sky if you just want my main social media place. But anything else I do will be linked on rdbaaa.space, the website. And of course, my game company, Bipedal Dog, and I made a game called Blast Rush LS on Steam and Switch. Please check it out. Please buy it. I'm begging you. Unofficially begging you. You can buy it because it goes on sale often. How about that? What better reason? Just like every other video game. Okay, that's fine. Bipedal.dog is the website for that. All right. Alex?
Yeah?
So yeah, say yeah when I say your name.
Yeah?
You say how high. Thanks so much for being a good sport.
Anytime.
Everybody else, keep your nose clean, and we'll see you next time. Gold subscribers, stick around till after the show. With Pride Month just around the corner, we rank the 10 least gay-friendly coyotes in White Sands National Park.